Sri Gurubhyo Namaha, children. Today we are going to discuss about Fascism Party and Nazism Party. Fascism Party of Italy and Nazism Party of Germany. And before that we are going to discuss about two dictators, Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. Who is a dictator? A person who rules a country with total authority but cruelly is considered as a dictator. Now we are going to discuss about the impact of war in Italy. So Italy was the first of the nations of Western Europe to turn against the ruling government. The primary motive of the Italy? It wants the Austrians to occupy in the southern. It want to stop the Austrians on the southern front, while the British, French, and American, they were cornering Germany into submission along the lines, battle lines in Flanders. And the financial cost of the participation in the war, the financial cost for the participation in the war was huge, and adding fuel to that, Italy got its shares, very less shares. It did not get what it expected after the war. So the country suffered heavy losses in the war, and it became unpopular with the socialist group of people and also pro-Austrian Catholics. So in the same way, the nationalists were also equally unhappy. So this war resulted in inflation. Inflation means rise in price. And because of this inflation, there were protests and strikes all over the country. So people declared that the rulers are responsible for this situation. Now, emergence of Mussolini. Mussolini, he was a son of a blacksmith, and he qualified as an elementary school master, and at last he became a journalist with a lot of socialist views. And he was a very good speaker, and he started to support the use of violence, and he broke out with various socialists when they opposed Italy's entry into the war. So when the fascist party was founded in 1919, Mussolini immediately he joined that party, because that party was very strong. They were disciplined. So it was supported by many industrialists, nationalists, ex-soldiers, the middle classes, and dissatisfied young people. So, but it supported violence. So in October 22, Mussolini organized a march on Rome, and it was impressed by the king, and he was called by the king to form a government. So the inability of the Democratic Party paved the way for Mussolini's victory over that. In this picture you can see the picture of Mussolini. Fascism, it is a form of total authoritative power, and it was characterized by dictatorship and forcible suppression. It made some countries to suppress, and it got strong support from the society, and which came into existence in early 20th century. Now fascists under Mussolini. So in 1924 elections, people were forced, and they got 65% of the votes for the fascists. So among them, Matteotti, he was a socialist leader, and he was raising questions about the elections. So he was murdered. That person was this Matteotti. He was murdered, and the opposition parties also, they boycotted the parliament. And Mussolini, he banned all the opposition parties, and the leaders of that opposition parties were killed or imprisoned. And he assumed the title of second deuce. which means the leader. So in 1926 he became a dictator with total authority, and he was given the authority to frame laws also. So he passed various laws, and he disagreed strikes and lockouts, and unions and employers were organized into corporations. Trade unions were abolished, and in 1938 even parliament was abolished, and it was replaced by representing the body representing the fascist party and the corporations. And Mussolini's dictatorial control of the economy, it enabled him to gain enormous power, and he became the head of the administration and also the armed forces. Next, Mussolini's pact with Pope. Actually, Mussolini, he want respect for his fascist party. So what he did, he won over the Roman Catholic Church by giving Vatican City independence. So in return, the church was given a respect and a position, and the church was recognized by the Kingdom of Italy. So the Roman Catholic faith, it was made compulsory in Italy, and compulsory religious teachings were also done in Italy. It became as an order also. So the Latin Treaty was signed in 1929 with all these provisions. Next one, Italy during the Great Depression. So actually Great Depression means there was a big economic crisis during 1920s. So many countries, because of the World War, most of the countries, they faced a lot of losses. So among them Italy also underwent this Great Depression. So during the years of Great Depression, the much publicized works such as constructing new bridges, laying roads, canals, hospitals and schools, it was started to overcome the unemployment problem, but it did not give any solution to that problem. And at the same time in 1935, Mussolini invaded Ethiopia, and his invasion grabbed the attention of the people, and totally they forgot about the economic troubles they faced. So moreover, he drew attention from ruling classes in Europe also. So among them Adolf Hitler, he was also one among them, one among the 7 persons, those who gathered in the place called Munich. Children, today we discussed about the fascism, and about Mussolini we discussed, and the position of the Italy during the Great Depression. All these things we discussed today. Tomorrow we will discuss about the Nazism. Thank you, children.